Bonnie Schneider's been researching what caused the weekend surges that have left areas of the country submerged. So, Bonnie, do explain to us how we can see such extensive devastation as this.
Well, it really has to do with the path of the storm, where the storm hit, and the topography around Myanmar. I want to show you the continental shelf, meaning the land that extends beneath the sea just along the coastline of Myanmar. And you'll see that it extends pretty far out into the Bay of Bengal, right in this region, right along the delta area where we had the most damage and the most deaths occur. This shallow continental shelf means that we have a continental shelf that rises just about 200 meters beneath the sea. So very shallow waters that extend far into the Bay of Bengal. Here is the path of Nagris, meaning the storm churned and these warm, deeper waters got its intensity. And then what happened is, as the storm crossed over this narrow continental shelf right here, it allowed itself to kind of pull up the water from this region. And with this extended continental shelf just to the south of Myanmar, there was not enough depth for the water to go, and that's why we saw the water rise so far in this region. This particular lower section of Myanmar is densely populated. I want to show you just how much. When you're looking at the population, persons per square kilometer, when you see these darker colors, this indicates between 250 to 999 people, or 1,000 people or more if you see that dark black color. Well, let's go down to this region. Here's the path of the storm again, and notice the pockets of the darker brown and the black, indicating that we have thousands and thousands of people that live in this region. Many of them don't have electricity, so communication is already difficult in these low-lying areas where, in order to get from point A to point B, you have to travel by boat anyway because it's so surrounded by waterways. And then you have some of the larger cities like Yangon here and areas further across the delta. So this region is densely populated. The storm surge pulled up the water from this region, and unfortunately, with the counterclockwise flow of a tropical cyclone, the direction of the water was coming up from the south right along these populated areas. So really, it was unfortunate where the storm hits and the topography around this region that caused some of the most death and devastation. We've had storms in the past, Rosemary, where we've seen some of the storms hit further to the north, and we haven't seen as much in terms of storm surge, but the storm surge with this storm was reportedly to be about 4 meters. That is a very, very high amount of water to come into the region.